Hey guys, Lori here, pharmacist. So as you know, I've been going back and forth with this doctor, and oh my God, it is like mind-blowing to me how much doctors do not know, and yet in their minds they are God. They absolutely know all. And whatever they say, buddy, you better take it at face value because they've got this. It's terrifying, guys. And you know, the thing is, we idolize doctors. People do every single day. They idolize their doctor. They believe that whatever he says is actually all hail. I know this because I talk to these poor patients every single day. And I tell them, I go, you need to understand your doctor only knows how to prescribe drugs. They do not understand how basic things like cholesterol work in the body or the benefits of cholesterol. This is one of the sad things about our healthcare system is that we do not teach health. We teach how to prescribe drugs. I tell people this every single day because I want them to stop and think about what they're doing. Here's the thing. I work on behalf of the insurance company. There's three types of people. There's sick people, there's well people, and there's dead people. Well, fortunately, the insurance industry is interested in two types of people. Well people, most interested in well people. Why? Because, and what is a well person? Well, it's a person that's not on prescription drugs, isn't it? Yeah, that's a person that doesn't have hardly any disease states. I mean, maybe we could say maybe allergies or, you know, I'll go with thyroid because I realize that, a lot of people have thyroid issues, and really thyroid medication for the most part does not have any huge side effects and that kind of thing. And you still continue to function properly and you're not living on your doctor's doorstep, right? But well people are money makers for the insurance industry. So the insurance company loves well people. Sick people, if they're sick, they want them compliant with their medications because they're more than likely going to stay out of the hospital that way. That's their best defense against staying out of the hospital and keeping healthcare costs down is to be compliant with their meds. So, but the insurance company is not interested in dead people. Now, pharma, on the other hand, is only interested in sick people. Well people don't make money for pharma, and dead people. So it makes a lot more sense to keep people jacked up with vaccines, medications, anything they can to keep the income flow coming in, if you know what I mean. But anyway, back to this doctor. So he is just completely, and I'm driving, I apologize. I mean, I'm at the red light at the moment. This doctor just literally making these statements. I had sent him a copy of the DOJ report from 2014 that had a list of a page of the report where the claims were for flu shot injury and death and other vaccines too, but the flu shot's the number one that was on this particular report. And he literally came back, this is not science. If you've ever testified for something, you would know that this is not science. And I'm going, how about evidence-based? Evidence. Apparently there was enough evidence to implicate the flu shot or whatever the other vaccine. And I actually posted this, and I hope you read it. And then later on in this this post, it was by Vaccine Impact News, phenomenal website. I suggest you guys subscribe to their newsletter. There was an interview, 9-minute interview by an MD and PhD who worked for the National Institutes of Health, who gave his take of why he has such issues with vaccines. He is not anti-vax, but he just laid it out in black and white and went on to talk about the flu shot and how dangerous it really is and why. And I guess this doctor, it was too good for him. He knows it all, so he didn't need to listen to that. He didn't need to be educated on anyone's behalf. He already knows everything. And the scary thing is, how many people does he encounter every day, every week, every year, and tell them, oh, get your flu shot, oh, get this, get that. Blatantly told me there was no Guillain-Barré syndrome related to the modern day flu shot. I guess it was the antique one. Not sure when we switched over to the modern day versus the antique, but I can tell you this. From day one, 10 years ago, when I got certified to immunize, there was a statement about Guillain-Barré, and we had to ask people if they'd ever been diagnosed. So see, even back then, 10 years ago, when the flu shot got cranked up and everybody and their dog started getting it, and every CVS and Walgreens and Publix and Target and everything else began to promote and the flu shot, we had to ask people, have you ever had Guillain-Barré? Well, funny thing was, I didn't even know what the hell it was. I'd never heard of it. I'd never heard of it in pharmacy school. I had to look it up. And I used to tell people, it has to do with you getting paralyzed. I said it's very rare, but apparently, it has happened. So it happened to somebody, or they wouldn't be asking you this question. But most people just, it's very rare. Sign their life away. It's what we do in the name of health. It's great. So anyway, well, I'm at my job site. I'm gonna go in. No telling who God's gonna put in my path today. It seems like every day He gives me somebody to help educate and that wants to hear the truth, and for that I'm so blessed and happy. Anyway, guys, keep doing what you're doing, and just beware. The doctors don't know. They don't know. All right, talk soon. Cheers.